I got a heartache tonight. And the feel of the music just ain't right.
Morning. Do you guys remember flying to Thailand? In the plane you would have felt some sort of pressure in your ears. And you would have used some techniques to equalise that pressure. You'll see this afternoon when we get into the confined water training, you'll feel that same sort of pressure on your ears. We'll just be in water that we can stand up in. And one of the first exercises that we'll practice is kneeling down and equalising that pressure as we descend. That will make for safe, easy, comfortable descents. So this morning we're actually going to talk about these three equalisation techniques. Now if you guys could please take your open water manuals and open to page 21, this page here, follow along and ask any questions.
I got a heartache tonight.
Joel, can you please read the question on the board here?
Check each statement that describes the technique used to equalise airspaces during descent.
Guys, if we can just recap a little bit of information and watch this little segment of video.
You equalize your ears and sinuses by blowing gently against your blocked nostrils. You can also wiggle your jaw side to side or swallow.
Now if we look at the first point here, block your nose and gently blow through it. Now this afternoon when we go down to the swimming pool for your confined water session, I'll get you guys just in shallow water, kneeling down, and we'll actually practice this technique. Can all of you guys actually equalise by blocking your nose? If you try it now, please. So you'll see this afternoon, I'll give you guys a mask as we go into confined water. Now it's important you choose a mask that fits well. Take for example this small mask here. If I put that on my face, it's hard for me to equalise. For me, a much better fit would be this mask here, where I can easily grasp my nose and block it and gently blow through it. So it's very important when you guys come to buying your own mask that you choose a mask that fits well. If we notice the second point here, that's to swallow and wiggle your jaw from side to side. Now, any of you guys interested in photography? You can take that a step further and actually get into underwater photography. And on the photography specialty course, one of the things that we'll actually practice is descending without using your hands to equalise. That may be important because you've got your hands full of photographic equipment, and then we'll practice swallowing and wiggling your jaw to make nice, slow, easy descents. Now, if you guys can take your books and turn to page 73. On page 73, you'll remember question 5 from the knowledge review last night. Now, on question 5, that was about pressure volume density relationship. You'll see this afternoon, we'll actually be doing open water 1, and we'll go out to a dive site called Twins. Twins is this dive site here. A beautiful little dive site with a mooring buoy line going down to 10 metres. So if you look up on the board, you'll notice Twins is like a pinnacle with this mooring buoy. Now, during dive 1, I'll get you guys to descend using this line. You'll have hold of the line in your right hand. Your left hand's going to be free to equalise and let out air as we make a nice, slow, easy descent. Now that depth goes to 10 metres. Now if you remember from question 5, Helen, what was the pressure at 10 metres?
2 bar.
That's correct, 2 bar. Now, that means your air spaces have compressed twice as much. So what's happening, as you see on the picture on page 21, is your middle ear is getting smaller. By equalising, what we're doing is blowing air back up that tube to push that back out to its original size and shape. Now, if you notice on question 5 as well, Joel, what was the pressure at 30 metres?
Yes, that's 4 bar.
At 30 metres, we get 4 bar. And if you come through to an advanced course, we actually do the deep dive to 30 metres. And you'll notice you'll need to equalise even more often as we descend to deeper depths. Now, of course, you can do both of these techniques together. Any questions?
Now my baby is gone, and I'm holding my life.
Okay, so to summarise, the question 7 was, check each statement that describes the technique used to equalise during descent. Joel, what was the first technique?
A looks like one. Block your nose and attempt to gently blow through it.
That's correct. Helen, is there another?
To swallow and wiggle your jaw from side to side.
And Stefan?
Both.
Both. You could do both together. So A, B and C are all correct answers for this. Now, you guys will see this afternoon when we go out on open water 1 and 2, we'll actually use these techniques to make a nice, slow, comfortable descent as you're holding onto the line, using your left hand to deflate and equalise as we make our descent. That's going to be important to you guys as well if you get into different specialties like photography. As I mentioned there, you may need to use that swallowing and wiggling your jaw technique. A great technique to practice now when you guys want to go on to a photography course. And of course, don't forget, when it comes to choosing your own mask, pick a mask that fits well so you can easily grasp it and equalise during the descent.